guys and gals, it's Brenda with Vintage Adventurer, and I have my weekly haul for you today. Just want to show you some of the items that I picked up in my travels. I ran an errand on Wednesday and went down to River Falls. Normally don't do that unless I've got some girlfriends going, but hit the little thrift store by my work and then went out to the garage sale Titans last Saturday and today when they were... Last Saturday, they were half off, and today they were 25% off. So I got a few things. I want to give you a showing of those. Hopefully, I'll get some of this stuff on eBay. I am so far behind. It's turning into Hoarderville. So if you see anything you like, please email me. I also have some new cards that I'll show you that I got, little thank you cards that I'm going to insert into my sales. So I have a few things to pack up, and I'll be doing that today, but I'll show you those. But let's just get started. Let's get right into it. I went to the New Day thrift store, bought a little hand-carved primitive bowl for 50 cents. Thought that was kind of a neat piece, very nicely done. Could be used as a trinket dish on a dresser, in a bathroom for jewelry. Pretty cool. I'm not sure what I'll list this at, but not much. I paid 50 cents for it, so probably about $10. Then I picked up a piece of Dansk Denmark enamelware. Let's see if you can see the... Oh, hi, you can see me in there, but you can't see the mark. The mark is right there. And this is in really good shape. Kind of a little soup casserole. With the exception of one bite out of the enamel here. But otherwise, it's not discolored. The gal at the store said that they had sold the other one that morning. So, looks like there's a little chip on there, too. But this is a nice enamel, mid-century modern pot from Dansk. So that was kind of cool. I think they're about $30 online. Then I purchased a Lotus wallet. Lotus is a brand of leather goods that I have sold quite a bit of. This one needs a little bit of cleanup. It's a nice zip around. $3 I paid for that. I thought that was a good deal. And then I bought another purse for cleaning up. I've got so many purses I need to list. If you are interested in purses, there is a video on my channel where I've got some listed for sale just on YouTube. So check that out. I've got quite a few purses there. But this Kate Spade has kind of a worn area here. I really kind of like this purse. It's a nice, got a nice compartment with a zippered compartment. It's got the double handles. It's got the little handle here and then the crossbody. But it needs some restoration in here, so I'm going to have to do some work on this purse. It's also got some worn areas on the edges, which is, you know, if these purses don't have the metal grommets there, then they'll get worn right there. But I'm going to try that out. So that was it, I think, out at the New Day. Then last Saturday, I went out to the Titans, my husband and I, and they had quite a bit of this glassware. It is Viking glass, Prelude, New Martinsville, footed four-toed creamer and sugar, open sugar. These are in perfect condition. They've got this beautiful etching on them. They had some water goblets out there and some champagne goblets. The water goblets have sold, but the champagne goblets are still out there. And I think you can get maybe 6 or 8 for $3 or with the and a discount if you go out there on Saturday. So if anybody is interested in those goblets, they are beautiful. And they were still out there today. They've been out there for quite a while. Then I picked up a little bit of brass. I think I maybe paid $1 or $2 for this. Just the little candlestick traveling. You can walk around with the candle in there. And then this one with a Chinese or Asian character. I don't know what this says. I tried to Google translate it. There is something right there, but I can't read it. But I tend to sell a lot of this kind of brass really quickly, so I was happy to get that. And then I went down to Treasures on Wednesday, and didn't realize that I had a filled loyalty card, so I got to spend $10. I went down there, if you saw my little short, I went down to pick up a piece of artwork for a friend, and then I just wandered around that store. That was 125 on Main, so I did that before I went to Treasures. I did purchase these Bakelite earrings in 125 on Main for myself. I was carrying them around, and they broke because they're so rusty and crusty. But the buttons are in good shape, and I can glue some new, take off this glue and then super glue on some new backs. But for $2, I thought, well, I can try to flip those or wear them myself. So this butterscotch Bakelite, it's a little bit mottled, but in repairable condition. Then I went down to the Treasures, and I purchased a few things, one from my own collections. This is a little creamer bottle. It says Wisconsin Dairy. I don't think that it's old. I think it's contemporary, but I'm going to put that with my milk bottles and Wisconsin stuff. I'll insert a photo of my decor that's in my laundry room. Here's my collection that I'll put that little creamer in, but you can see I've got some little creamers up there and just random Supper Club shoestring potatoes, potato chips, Land O'Lakes, recipe box. So that's my little collection on top of my cabinets in the laundry room. My grandma's washboard and just some other stuff. But I'll put it with this collection of creamers and stuff that I have. And then I got this Syndicate Manufacturing recipe box, metal. It's in really great shape. We had one of these growing up. So as many people in the 70s did, it's kind of that Pennsylvania Dutch motif. Again, great find. This was $2.99, but I had my loyalty, so I was able to purchase most of my items. I think I paid about $2 when I was done. Then I got this glass necklace. It looks like a sterling clasp. I haven't tested it. It isn't magnetized, so it could be. I think these are probably Japan or beads from India. I guess if you see the white dust inside the bead, which I'll show you some, that means that it's Indian-made beads. But there's some really pretty, there's some ceramic beads on here. There's some with all blown glass, and some have this wedding cake. Let's see, where was the wedding cake one? I thought there was one that had, I guess not. Oh, this one here has sort of the other glass fused to it in kind of that wedding cake technique. And then I purchased these glass beads. These are definitely from India. You can see the white, just the wear inside. But all glass. This is a long flapper length. It's a very pretty color. So happy to get those. And I think that was it at Treasures. I also stopped at the little... I forget the name of it now. It's the thrift store for Turning Point, the women's shelter, Second Chances it's called. I bought this glass necklace and bracelet set with the barrel clasps. I thought that was really pretty. And I think this is like a faux sapphire or something. It may be called something, but I haven't looked it up yet, so I don't know for sure. And then I bought an embedded lucite set with clip-ons and a necklace. This was $5, but it's got a really pretty orchid inside. orchid design, and then it's got the clip-on earrings that match, so definitely vintage, but really thought that was pretty. And I think that was it for Second Chances. Getting them all confused here. But then this morning I ran out to the Titans to see what they had. They had some new stuff. I think they just had an estate sale recently. Their company is called Blue Moon. They've got a Blue Moon estate company franchise, and they do estate sales in Wisconsin and Minnesota. But I purchased a few things out there. Everything today was 25% off. So this is a little Bedford Bailey Walker vitrified china, and I believe this is the red onion pattern, like blue onion, but it's in red, and that's restaurant wear creamer. And then I found a couple other creamers. These actually glow green if you put them in the dark. You can't see it here, but they must have a tiny bit of uranium in them, because if you take them in a dark room, they do glow green. But this one is a very heavy glass, so it reminds me of that soap insert that I have listed for sale on eBay. But just thought that was interesting. And then another one that's a tablespoon and teaspoon measuring carafe or shot glass, or I'm not sure what you would call this. But all those this was $1 and these were 50 cents minus 25%. Then I found a Lucaro watch with Lady Liberty on it. And it's just beautifully done. It's got a great band with turquoise chips in it. I can't find a 925 mark, but I haven't looked too closely. But I did find some comps online. Not a huge seller because most of them need batteries. But I think if I put a battery in this, I could probably get 35 for it. I kind of like it myself. It's really pretty watch. But vintage, Lucaro. And then I just purchased this. I don't know. It was $3 minus 25%. It's got the original sticker. Castle Films Super 8 movie of the Son of Alibaba. I think there's one online listed for $15. I didn't look for solds. But I just thought that was cool. And I have a bunch of old media stuff. I might put that in my display. Who knows? Found a Boston vacuum mount pencil sharpener. These run about $20 online. Not sure if the vacuum mount works, but I'll check it out. Have to try out the sharpener as well. And then I found a couple of Magnolite pots, which these sell pretty well. This one's really clean, 2 quart. Bought it for $2. Wagner Ware Sydney Magnolite, and they're an aluminum pot. They're really awesome for cooking. I've got 2 smaller ones. Actually, I've used for sauces and stuff. And then the second one is a small fry pan. This one needs a little cleanup on aisle 12 for sure. I may do a video cleaning this up as well. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I need to work on and shoot videos. And then there's a top. It doesn't quite fit it, though. It's just sort of an awkward, doesn't fit that. And then it's a little bit loose on here, so that's really quite strange. It probably was the next size of fry pan down. But this is a Magnolite top, and I think I can sell this separately. But yeah, check them out. I think the big Magnolite roaster is worth quite a bit of money to collectors. So that is my haul. I did have one piece frame. My sister is a framer, and she's retired, but she still kind of does it on the side. This piece here is painted on a masonite board. It's got a signature. I think it says like Ganda or something. Just a street scene, kind of your Impressionism type style. Kay put this nice, beautiful, heavy frame on it that she was reusing. So I'm going to put that on eBay and see what happens. I have a lot of art myself and stuff, some to sell, but I haven't really sold any art at all on eBay. So I could not find anything. It looks like it was painted in 55 or 56, but it's really quite a nice little piece, I thought. But there you have it, my picks for the week. Again, check out eBay. If you like these things, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. I'm on Instagram. I'll show you my card here that I just got. I'm going to use this when people buy things from me. I'll stick one of these in there because I need to start marketing myself now. But I've got all my channels on there, my Gmail address. It doesn't have my identifying information on it, but I think that's fine. Then I have a little story about this sign. I feel bad because I'm not promoting alcoholic beverages, but boy, we sure have a tradition of alcohol as part of our culture in the upper Midwest and especially Wisconsin. But my grandfather made this sign in the 1930s for my great uncle who had a bar in Afton, Minnesota. I'm just going to read this. The beverage sign on the front of this card was made by my grandfather for my great uncle who owned a tavern in eastern Minnesota. My second cousin closed the tavern in recent years and gave me the sign. My parents owned a tavern in the late 1950s called the El Rancho in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. And Grandpa made the same sign for the El Rancho, but unfortunately it's long gone. The bar is still there. They remodeled, and I've forgotten the name of it. It used to be called Melissa's. It was Irv's 19th watering hole at one time. But it still is there, and we had dinner there. Oh, we went to get my son's golf, which he's now sold on the other side of the state, and we stopped there on the way home. So it's still there. We had a great meal there, and it's still a cute little bar. The El Rancho, it's really, I think it's considered in Lake Hallie now, but here's my parents' tavern. I'll show you that. Hang on. Here's my parents' bar, the El Rancho. And there they are with their dog Star, who played shuffleboard. And that photo was taken by an Associated Press photographer, and it appeared in newspapers all over the country at the time, probably like 50, 52. There was their check and the sign. There's an aerial. That was my mom's pink Cadillac convertible. They had to paint it to match your fingernails. And there's my dad bartending. There's my grandpa right there, I think. And yeah, they had the same sign in their bar that Grandpa made as well. Here's my dad was a mechanical engineer when he finally quit fucking around, and he invented a vending machine when he worked for Stancraft. And there's his patent, U.S. Patent Office. And then it was a greeting card machine, but you could also buy, like toothbrushes and stuff they had. And then Stancraft got bought by Brown and Bigelow, and he ended up working for them. He was a vice president, but then they got the divorce and whatever. So anyway, I found these advertisements on eBay. I was doing some patent research for the company that I work for, and I decided to look. I knew Dad had invented some stuff, and I think he invented some kind of a tilting boat motor too, but I couldn't find anything on that. But I did find these mag ads on eBay, so I bought them, and then my sister framed this up for me. So that's it. So peace out, drink water, keep moving, and use cannabis as needed. Bye-bye.